The year's flying by, and I never thought that I would be one of those seniors telling the freshmen that your 4 years are going to pass super fast and you're going to be on senior night, but here I am being that guy. So.
I've been thinking about that all week. I cannot believe that, the time really flies by. It feels like I was a freshman last week. It's crazy, but I'm very excited for it.
Just everything just happened so fast. Like, it didn't even feel that fast, though, to be honest. It just felt like it was just yesterday, honestly. It just happened just like that.
It doesn't feel real. I remember the start of my sophomore season when I first came here. It's just a lot of memories flowing back.
It just went by so fast. Could have swore last week we were just doing summer workouts. Some senior nights here. So.
I can't believe it. It's a surreal feeling. My grandma's flying in from Florida. My mom's flying in from Chicago. I can't wait.
It's crazy. I mean, just looking at it last year, I started playing football for the first time, and I never thought I'd make it this far with this team. It feels just great being with all these guys. I feel like they're my family, and I just hope that this game won't be our last home game. Let's make it great.
Yeah, it's definitely something I really haven't been looking forward to because obviously I love this team and I love playing with these guys. I've been playing with them for the past few years. I didn't play football before that. So just to build the relationships that I have had with these guys and now that it's at an end is kind of sad, but hey, just gotta keep going.
Yeah, it's a real special group. I feel like a lot of the seniors will be graduating were guys who were critical in helping to flip the script here at West, so to speak. Guys that were with our team, my first year when we went 1-8, like Michael Spooner, who started as a sophomore, Jacob Eli Henry, who started as a sophomore, Gio, who started as a sophomore. There was just a lot of people who've made big contributions to our team, and to have so many of them, go through what was a difficult, first year here, and then kind of see the fruits of their labor a little bit last year. And then to be right in the thick of it again this year, it's just, we're really proud of them for helping to, flip the script. And we've got so many guys, Rayvon, Jerome, who've, added some major value to our team. So it's exciting. And even the newcomers like Liam and Zaid, who've all contributed for us. Guys like Trevor, and, we could go on forever. It's really great to see them all kind of come together, and should be a special night.
It's just going to be a very emotional game, but all the seniors, we got to keep our composure while we're in the game and stuff. So we'll take the composure and everything, and the emotional stuff. We'll bring that to the end of the game, so we can share those moments and just live in the moment.
I think there's going to be a lot of emotion because as a team, we're family. We've been through hell with each other, and we've all brought each other up from that hole, and we dug each other out to make each other great. Sometimes, or some people could say that we couldn't have been here without each other, and it really is a true thing.
It's going to be a surreal moment, just being able to, this might be our last time playing at this field, knowing all we've accomplished throughout the years being here. So.
I don't even know. I haven't really had time to think about it. The season's gone by really fast. I've had take a lot of big steps this season, going through week 1 to now, and I haven't had really time to think about it. I'm just ready for Friday.
The focus point is bigger than just that game. Senior night's important for memories and stuff, but when it comes down to it, I definitely want to win the game more than anything. And it's not even our last game of the season, so we still got to play Hanover the next week and get ready for the playoffs too.
We should just really focus on turning that emotion and that sadness into just power, and to just keep pushing and keep going, and to just show that we really got to give every last rep that we have on that field, because you never know when your last play is.
Honestly, just think about the objective we have. We have an objective to get over with, get done with the game, finish strong. Don't let your happiness cloud your mind just because we always have this thing that we say it's always 0-0 at halftime. We're not above the team and we're not below the team. We're just at 0-0 to keep an even mindset to defeat the team. The score is 0-0.
You just gotta separate, the emotion from outside of the game, you know, and I mean, you don't even fully have to keep them separated. You can use that emotion and kind of turn it into something on the field, you know, like playing for your people and, you know, just having that in the back of your mind, you know, walking out with your parents, with your family, you know, you do this for people. And it's kind of, it makes you realize who you really do it for and what you do it for. So I would say I kind of would invite that emotion and that feeling, because I think football is a very emotional game, and I think that can, you know, make good things happen.
You know, you never know what the future holds, but you know for certain that if you know this is likely could be the last game they ever play on the field in a meaningful way. So I think that's always a special moment, you know, for them, and I think it's a special moment for all of us too. We've done a lot to try to make this a great place to play from both like a visitor standpoint and just like a home standpoint, and it's we feel like it is a pretty special place now, and I think it'll be, you know, pretty high emotions there on senior night.
I was a little nervous at first walking up to like the line to like take my last like walk down that field, but it just felt so like, I don't want to say sad because it wasn't like sad because I was happy. I didn't even cry at this game. I thought I was going to, but I didn't. But like it just felt sad that was the last time I was going to be on the field with my brothers. But
I feel like it exceeded my expectations. Like that's something I remember for the rest of my life. It's really a lot of emotions hit me at once when I was standing there with my Rose. It was really just a surreal feeling. I can't like explain it with words. It was a great thing.
It was special. It was real special. It was very emotional, obviously. Probably say I cried the most out of everybody, but it was special and it's nothing like it. It was just a special moment.
Yeah, kind of in a way. I thought it would be slower because obviously like other people from like the band, the cheerleaders, like everybody had to go, so like we had to hurry it up. It was pretty emotional though as I'm walking through and just looking up at the sky, just how everything happened in the blink of an eye. It was kind of sad.
It was a really emotional night, and I told myself I wasn't gonna get emotional, and I mean I wanted to get emotional before the game, and Yeah, I mean, football's emotional. At every single play, we're giving it our all, and just like to have everybody's families there, and some of us are traveling in different states. It was really special.
It was very, very emotional. I would say it lived up to what I expected it to be, maybe even more emotional. But I think everybody did a pretty good job of kind of keeping their emotions aside and just like switching on to we got to play football mode. But I would say it was what I expected before the game, during the senior night, traditions and stuff. But we definitely handled it better than I thought we might have emotionally.
I think we always expect there to be some emotion on senior night. I think that we have a pretty, emotional bunch to begin with. And I mean that positively. I think they play with their hearts on their sleeves, and they put a ton of effort into practice. And so I wasn't surprised with how emotional they were. I think that one of the hardest things with these senior night festivities is you have this 20-minute senior night, and then everyone's got to go get on the field and play an important football game. So we were talking pregame about the Lakota Indian tribe. They had a saying about the battlefield will remember the blood of the brave, and we were telling them that the sacrifices that they've made on this field, the senior night, the people that are here, it remembers you and who you are, and we just wanted to put a good effort together to try to win the game.
Number 89, Jaden Marty teeing it up and kicking it for your Blue Knights.
See that everyone was on the same page, because everyone was preaching it, and then actions speak louder than words. Everyone came out playing their game.
We really got it out during that pregame walk. That pregame walk down the field to see our families and take our pictures. And as soon as we hit that locker room, we flipped a switch and we were just ready to play, because that was obviously kind of like a rivalry game for us. So just flip the switch and get ready.
Yeah, we were all sad. They were calling our names. We were hugging each other, but once that was all down, we all started getting hype and jumped into the locker room and everything. Switched just like that. We were able to control our emotions. Real nice.
As everybody was walking out of the tunnel, that was kind of the peak of everybody's emotions. I know I cried a little bit. Rayvon, Eli, a lot of people were really, really emotional about it, and as you should be. It's a big thing. And then we ran back to the tunnel. But I think we finished up over there, all the seniors, and we cheered and we clapped and everything. And then we were all like, all right, now we got to go. We got into the tunnel, straight faces, you're just ready to play football. And then we came out and we just kept everything separate. And I think we did a really good job.
Great thing that we start off again hot and coming off the ball, scoring, and we only took us 3 plays on our first drive to score. We had our whole team was back this week. We're all fully healthy and back, especially being that this late in the season and having everybody back is such a great thing for us to have that up, and then to just be able to go out and score is a good thing.
Our coaches, they say you can't have a pass game if you can't have a run game, because they'll just drop everybody back and they'll all go into coverage. But our run game basically sets up how well the game's going to go, so we can run more plays out of that. And we did a tremendous job setting up the run for Kingston to get those 2 touchdowns.
I thought that we executed pretty well. I think there were some things that, you know, we still feel like we got to clean up, and some of that is, it's just an emotional game, and you know, there's, you know, opportunities on the field that you know, wish you could do a couple things, you know, better. But altogether, I felt like we had strong control of the game, and, you know, executed offensively and defensively very well.
We haven't beat them. We lost by a tremendous amount. It felt amazing just beating them the way we did, just fixing all of our little mistakes, getting ready for playoffs. It just felt amazing.
It was really good to see, especially like when you can give your sophomore running back the ball that many times, especially down at the goal line in the red zone, and he can consistently get into the end zone. And then you got Gio with great ball security all game, throwing passes into the end zone, throwing accurate balls, driving us down the field. It was just, when you can have that sort of a balance with the run game and the pass game, it's so hard for defenses to game plan and, you know, put one thing in a box, because you constantly have to worry. If you put a bunch of guys in the box to stop the run, we're just going to throw it all over you. If you play in the nickel and you want to stop the pass, we're just going to run up the gut with Kingston.
Yeah, kid Kingston, he's pretty good. I think he's going to be something special when we're gone. Very talented kid. And of course, Gio doing what he does most, just throwing the ball and just getting to where it needs to be at. coming out the pocket, trying to make plays. Just telling telling the guys where to go while I was scrambling and stuff, and just like trying to get open and get good gains of yards and just good plays. Just, I don't know. It kind of like stopped me for a moment. I was like, what? Why did you
It
stop
made
me?
me very happy when he went down to a knee. I went to coach and I said, like, how we do the stars on our helmet, the stickers on our helmet. I said, you got to give him 5 stars for that. You know, like, yeah, especially when he's having such a big game. You can stat pad and get in the end zone and get all your touchdowns. But he cares about the seniors and he wanted one of them to get into the end zone. And it's just a very cool moment. And I think it showcases a lot of what we do as a team and what we're about. You know, we're not a player first guy. We're all 11. Everybody involved and everybody matters pretty much.
Obviously, it shows our program's in good hands with our future leaders and everything. That was just a special moment for him, and it's a really respectable moment too. It just made me gain a lot more respect and trust for him.
He gave Michael to let him score. He gave him the ability to score. And I was just like, wow, that's special. Because obviously he was a senior night. It was special for him to do that. And that was a pretty decent thing to do.
I think Kingston Green is a real special player. He's a sophomore, ran for over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. He would have had 4 touchdowns, but he, kneeled on the 1 yard line so that a varsity lineman would have a chance to run the ball into the end zone instead, which is, from a coach's perspective, he's such a team guy and such a hard worker and such a mature thing for someone to think about when they're, 15.
Like 4 times and that was it. But other than that, I was really nervous because I've always screwed around during the summer taking snaps with my centers and stuff because I've never really expected to be a center. Obviously I was for a few games, but just going and taking the snap and then just run it up, I guess.
I was mostly excited. I was kind of nervous for him. I didn't want him to drop the snap or anybody to make something like that. But I was excited for him mostly, and when they said he was the one getting in and getting the touchdown, I was like, good for him, good for Spooner.
I don't know. I knew he had to go make a play, and he knew that he had to go make a play. So I had all my beliefs in him, and I believed him to score for us. So yeah.
So I think we had 3 linemen, all seniors, get a carry in the game, and Michael's one who we repped quite a few times during the week leading up, and he's pretty quick. He's got some good moves. Of course, WMUR's there, and they get him going to the end zone, and I think it was pretty special for him. But he's one of those guys this year that we've asked him to play center, we've asked him to play guard, we've asked him to play tackle. He's done just about everything we've asked on the offensive line. So it's neat when you have an opportunity to get a guy like that in the end zone. And we had people who we had taken out of the game who were asking us permission to go back into the game so they could block for him. So that's, from a team perspective, pretty special.
That's not going to look good. Number 40, Kingston Green.
definitely good to go out with a win against a team that I've never beaten before in my whole career. Beating them at home when we've never even played them here before either was definitely a great feeling for me, because I wanted to make sure that I left my mark here and left my spot on this field. 'Cause like Coach P said, make sure the field remembers you when you leave.
It's a moment I will never forget, ever. I'll be 40 with the family, and I'll never forget it. It'll always be burnt into the back of my mind. It was real special, real special. I'll probably tell my family about it too.
Right, it felt amazing. Especially with our rivals, it's like unimaginable feeling.
We started off pretty good, and I expected us to come out, strong, and we were all really excited for that game. And it's at home, senior night. I don't think that we beat John Stark any of the years that I was here, so it was really great that we got to put it together against them.
Special senior night to get a win over Stark. It's a team that shut us out last year. The year before that, when we went 1-8, I think they put 50 points on us. So I think it felt a sense of redemption for some of those guys to come out on this field and play a much better game and come out with a win. And for us in our trying to achieve our season goals, we know we got to keep on winning games. So I think we're starting to get to a point where we're playing better football at a more important time of the year, and that's encouraging.